In general, I think what happens is the first reports, the actual coverage of the event, aside from misinformation getting out, which is perhaps inevitable, then it does get out, and should we stop and verify it? Yes, we should, but there's enormous motivation to get information out there quickly. I think with big events, journalists actually do pretty well. Big picture, I think they do pretty well. I think where you see more ethical problems is actually with events where there's more of a judgment call, where maybe it's not quite such a big event, where that everyone must have this information immediately, and journalists feel compelled to provide information immediately. So you see problems then sometimes with photos, you see problems with privacy invasions, you see problems with reporting things that maybe shouldn't get out. But I actually tend to think that on breaking news, journalists generally do pretty well.
I have always believed that accuracy is first and foremost, and there is an old saw in journalism to get the story first, but first get it right. And in this day of Twitter and 24-hour cable and the competition to get stories even 1 minute ahead of the competition does not really do anybody any good. It breeds inaccuracy, it causes serious mistakes, and very frequently can ruin the reputations of people. And even if it doesn't ruin the reputations of people, it can cause them an inordinate amount of trouble and inconvenience and time.
How do we convey the magnitude of this tragedy? Because that is news, and we as a collective citizenry need to know that, we need to understand that, with the sensitivity to the individuals who are involved. So how do we kind of balance that?
Well, they're obligated as journalists to report the facts. I mean, they have to cover. They cannot not cover a mass shooting or a disaster. They have to be there. The public depends on them. And journalists can serve a tremendous public service